Hi, it's Trixie. You're going to notice that this is an episode that was filmed several weeks ago when Katya was literally hospitalized. And I was like, who can we have as a guest? And we did not only luck out, we thrived because Maria Bamford is the guest. If you guys know Maria, you are a brilliant mind with impeccable taste. If you don't, your titties are about to be blown off. She's so funny. She's so incredible. So like I said, Katya is actively in the hospital during this episode. So the reason I've seemed kind of cagey about where she is because I didn't want to spill her tea. Katya has survived since the taping of this. And we'll be back next week with our regular Trixie and Katya content. And for those of you concerned, we have been moving studios. This week, they are actively reconstructing our studio. This set, I know, is not everyone's most creative peak, but thank you guys for your patience. And don't forget, we can look like shit anywhere, so stay tuned. So this is Maria Bamford. The audience is gonna freak out.
What? Or can you see them here? Do you see them? Is it live? Okay.
Do you see people here? I was like,
I know. What
Maria's
is
like,
technology?
look at everyone. Wow. So this is your way of telling us that you've been seeing people.
I have schizoaffective disorder, which is a good diagnosis, and you just need the right meds.
Oh my God, I just watched your special from, is it 2 years ago? Local Act.
Local Act. Yeah.
That one, where did you film that?
It was in Altadena. So that whole theater burnt down, and
Did you have an alibi or?
No, it was, and the fire was my fault, but it was more because of my vision board.
Right.
And that's my vision board.
How many people? That must have been like 40 people in there.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Which is a huge upgrade from your special with just your parents.
Just my parents. Yeah. I had a vision for that one where I was just like, I just want to do something in my actual neighborhood, and then also get a bunch of people on stage, like, because at the end I put up people as if it's an open mic, so everyone gets their own special.
Yeah.
And then everyone got an executive producer credit who wanted one, because I think that's so fucking funny in LA where they'd be like, oh, he's an executive producer. Oh, who's that? Like,
he's never been here. I've never met him.
Yeah.
That does happen. Katya and I had a show on Viceland called Trixie and Katya Show on Viceland. And I guess, is Spike Jonze the name? Producer? Not Spike Lee. Spike Jonze?
Spike Jonze.
I was like, was Spike Lee martial arts? Who's Spike Lee?
Spike Lee is
I'm not connected, Maria.
No,
Everybody
me
I know
neither.
has a fake name.
No.
Everyone's a drag queen with a fake name.
Also a producer, movie director, writer.
Okay.
Black. Yeah.
And he is the one that does do the right thing.
And who's Ang Lee? I'm just kidding.
No.
But RuPaul and Spike Jonze were the producer of that show. And it was like, we shot it in a set about this big with like 5 people. And that's when I learned that you could be a producer on something and
do jack
not
shit.
even know it.
Yeah.
You could win an Emmy and not know.
No. Yeah. I just think it's so funny.
Yeah.
So I had like 70 executive producers on on that one. But
did they all come up and do like a 30-second bit?
It was just anyone who signed up could be an executive producer. So some people didn't perform, but then some people, did perform at the end. And then, anyways, that was, I did. It turned out as it turned out. I wish I had done some things differently, but it's okay. Thank you for watching or checking it out.
Of course, I've seen everything you've ever done.
Okay.
I have a question about when you used to make. Was it called the Maria Bamford Show?
Mm-hmm.
Did you tape that yourself?
No. That was done by a guy named Damon Jones who worked with the Groundlings.
I loved all your angles. It's like up the shot, up the neck, handstand, upside down.
Yeah, he was really all that. So it was all his doing. Yeah. He was let's just say it, genius, or let's just say very good.
Or interested in trying a lot of things with the camera.
Tried a lot of things with the camera.
Yeah,
he was super nice. And we were paired together and paid by Super Deluxe, which at the time.
I remember, I have a Super Deluxe story that I don't think I've ever told.
Oh, great.
And I will tell you because I feel, whatever parasocial, but with a capital P, I think we've been friends in my mind for about 2 or 3 decades.
No, and we all are.
Okay.
We all are. Especially if you've been, I feel like with other comedians, I feel like there's this sense of knowing, like we've all been through. I assume that drag, that it's this, you can go through awful things where that you'll never forget. We'll just never forget.
Yes,
And that they keep coming. Like there's always a new precipitous low where you're like, wow, I did not see that, happening. And then
in some ways I feel like veteran comedians are the only ones who will understand the deep humiliation of drag. Like really. Where it's like, were you that car ride home where you're like, should I jerk the wheel? Like, is it my fault or the audience's fault? You go to bed, I don't know, my favorite thing is that audience was whatever. And then in the sobering light of the morning, you go, that show was all my fault. Yeah. Like, it's the audience fault or my fault, but it's 100% at either given moment.
Have you met anybody who does clowning, which is so hot?
Yes. So have you done this?
I've taken a couple clown classes. What? I used to date a clown in Australia.
I did know this.
Yeah. So,
did you know he was a clown?
Oh yes.
You knew.
Very serious
what tipped
business.
You off? Was it the little hat?
Well, it was the part that he liked to do a lot of nudity on stage.
Oh.
Clowning is stand up is with nudity, crying, and a considerable lack of consent. And he loved nudity, and what else did he love? But one of the philosophies, or the thing I've gotten from clowning, is that the audience is the show. So it's not on the performer. The performer, it's not up to you. You're the channel for the audience. I was like, oh, that's so fascinating, because stand up is more defensive. Like, I gotta have the stuff, and then you be quiet.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't know where I'm going with that, but just.
Oh my God, I saw in your special you talked about you had a lovely fan who perhaps was battling had perhaps a disorder and you didn't know and you thought you were being heckled.
Oh, yes.
Kind of a fun thing to find out later, right?
Oh, yes.
What did you say exactly?
I cannot remember, but was somebody laughing really loud?
Somebody was making sounds, I guess, and they were a fan.
Yeah, it's cerebral palsy.
You were being heckled.
Yeah, it's cerebral palsy. Yeah, and that's I've heard that's a very common thing for comics. It's like where somebody or has Tourette's or something where you're like, oh my God, what's happening? And you act from a place of fear and defensiveness rather than just curiosity of like, what's going on? Like. Yeah. That's weird. Somebody just shouted out, bullshit. And
at the end of the day, hey, they came to a live show.
They came. Thank you.
They bought a ticket.
Yeah. And isn't that why you go to live shows? Is so you can see shit pop off.
Pop off, really. I feel that, I feel like we're in this era of comedy that is so, two important parts of it, which is crowd work and filming that crowd work. The audience. And that I feel like sometimes brings out what you just said, which is the audience is the show. But I know what you're saying, because when I first started DJing, I really thought it was all about me and this technology and these songs. It literally is basically about the people dancing.
Yeah, the vibe.
The vibe.
Yeah.
Your job is to really cue up the vibe, like tee them up, and then their experience is the whole thing.
Aww.
Right?
Yeah, no, totally. And to radically accept wherever they're at, because sometimes I go, these people are quiet and it is personal. And it's like, no, let Irvine be Irvine.
Right.
Sometime Irvine on Wednesday night is a little tight.
Right.
Like tight. They've been at work all day.
It's 7:00. It might as well be midnight.
Yeah.
When you do shows around town, do you do secret little pop-ups, or do you advertise a lot and do little pop-ups?
Yeah, no. I do 9 a.m. shows every Tuesday that I'm in town in my neighborhood. It's less than, I think, 6 blocks from my own home. That's my ideal show. I think that's one thing about getting older is you go, oh, I don't have to do certain things anymore that I know aren't going to work. I don't perform any more than 2 miles from my home unless it's for over a certain amount of money, because I can bomb anywhere. So why
Amen,
drive?
sister.
Why drive?
Right. And in LA
drive?
Traffic, right? It could be hours in the car.
Yeah. Oh, you want to come to West Hollywood and take your chances? No.
Not really.
I can take a block from here.
Yeah.
Like
I have had something I know that you probably experienced too is the corporate gig life where you like, whoa, that will send you home in the car in almost like a fugue state.
Oh God.
Like almost like a cloud of like surreal depersonalization.
Yeah. And there's the gratitude in being so harshly rejected by a certain form
Right.
is
People
actually
in lanyards.
is really good, because then you go, okay, now I don't have to do this. Like on some level, like I remember I did Vegas a couple times back in the day when I was much younger lady. And sometimes, when it used to be no one would look you up and it would just be your headshot. People go, oh, she's blonde and white. Let's check it out.
Right.
Like, what are you guys doing? And I just do so poorly, so awful. And but I did so poorly that it's like, oh, I don't have to go there anymore. Like, I'm hurting them, and it's definitely hurting me. So stop the madness.
Right.
There's some kind of nice boundary that's set with that. Like corporate gigs, like
no one walked away a winner.
Yeah, no one. I was once, I got asked to do it was like a mental health convention. I'm like, I have a feeling this is not good, because the person who hires you, of course, is a huge fan. The people they're trying to get interested or entertained are not. Like if it's I don't do benefits anymore for that reason, because
do a show, do your own benefit.
Yeah, or I'll just give me fucking money. I'll give
That's
you
a
money.
benefit.
Yeah, I'll give you $3,000 if it's something I believe in. I will not give it to certain things.
Well, I know that some things you like. I remember you talking about when you got to speak at a college back in Duluth, I believe, and you were talking about how they didn't want to give you money at first. I love this business story, and I feel like you need to educate the children on how to turn a no-paying gig into something.
Well, sometimes you get these enormous opportunities, and this happens over and over again. And I think it fits for every business, where someone's like, we really love what you would do, and we'd love to be working with you. And there's this whole love bombing that goes on in the beginning, in any narcissistic situation.
Right.
And then there's no talk of money. There's no talk of structure of what's going to happen.
What the ask is.
What the ask is. Yeah. And so my alma mater asked me, do you want to do a commencement speech for the College of Liberal Arts at the University of Minnesota, which is, probably like, I want to say it was like 2,000 for people, 2,000 people graduating. And in an arena for 30 minutes. And that's something I'd have to write. And they said 0. They said just nothing. And I was like, I looked it up. I'm like, what do people get paid for to commence my speeches? And then they said sometimes on the Google said sometimes 0 if it's somebody who's a political person, because they're doing it as a public service. But many people charge that, it's 50,000 to 100,000 or whatever. So I asked for 20 grand, and I'm sure it was very Minnesotan, and the response was like, well, we really don't have a budget for this. And I'm like, the joke is like, I paid you guys to teach me how to get paid to do what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And you're not going to pay me? Like.
So what are we talking about? How are we grading my experience here if it means I can't go in the world and get the money?
Yeah, if you're not willing to pay me, if I'm not willing to stand up for myself and go, oh yeah, my work's worth something, aren't I kind of being the worst alumni ever?
Hello.
So then they came back with 10. I was like, okay, that's great, 10,000.
Which isn't 0.
Isn't 0?
10,000 is a far way from 0.
And then I didn't know what to write about for the speech, so I just wrote about the process of getting the money. And then
I always talk about that at colleges. I will tell them, I'm like, I'm so happy to be here. Just so you guys know, your money's going to a good place. Because a lot of times, I get paid more sometimes at colleges than it cost me to go to college.
Right.
So I'm like, oh my God, I should have skipped college and just done this.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
No offense to college, because I do like education.
I enjoyed college.
I did too. They probably enjoyed you. They brought you back.
Well, what happened then is the end of my speech. The closer was I gave all the money away to kids in the audience to pay down their student loans.
Yes, nice.
But I have not been asked to do any other commencement speeches since then.
It could happen.
No, I don't think so. I'm not. Yeah.
Maybe a high school.
Maybe
I'm going to go to a high school and I'm going to start whipping MacBook Pros into the audience or something. I don't know, like something. I went to a function once where they were honoring some graduating class. It was some kind of like Hollywood Reporter luncheon. And they were honoring like a graduating class. And like, I think it was Selena Gomez came out and gifted them all like laptops.
Oh.
And then she cried.
Oh.
And I didn't cry. I was in drag eating a salad and I was like, this is cool. I mean, I would have loved a free computer if I was a kid.
Oh my God.
Right?
My God, I'd love one now.
Yeah.
I'd be screaming.
Screaming. Anybody?
I'd run into the parking lot.
What do you know why I also think we know each other? Because I'm your neighbor from Wisconsin.
Oh, where in Wisconsin are you from?
I'm from Northeast Wisconsin. It's almost like by the UP.
Okay. Oh, I've driven through there.
I have not spent much time in my life in, what is it? Western Wisconsin, which is next to Minnesota.
Yeah, Superior.
People think Milwaukee is in Minnesota. Why do you think that is?
Because those people are not smart.
Way to make it feel like a real flyover
country.
Oh,
yeah, that's not right. Who are these people you're talking to?
People, they think that Minnesota is Minneapolis, which is Milwaukee. I think they think that's all one word.
Yeah, it's not right. It's not right. I mean, what can you do to change people? Nothing.
My assistant is from Milwaukee too, and we always say, the Midwest is a great place to be from. Yeah. Do you like to go home and feel the fantasy?
Oh, I love it. And I love, I have thought many times of, moving back just because it's like you go, I love LA, but there is the grind because it surrounds you. Like all my friends are somewhere on the edge of unhousedness on some level. Like all my friends are like, I got rent again. Okay, now we just got to start at zero. It is fucking serious to live here. Like it is.
Katya.
Yeah. So
Katya, she's constantly on this pod being like, well, I'm in dire straits again. I had to re-wallpaper the bathroom.
Yeah.
Guess I'm going to have to get in drag. She loves to rent an apartment and move that bus, make it over, and then doesn't own it and moves. I don't know what she's doing, girl.
No. And it is this strange place where it's like there's these fantasy goals of people where things genuinely do happen for people where, I did have certain dream come true where I was able to buy a house, which is unbelievable in LA. And
especially in LA. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
This episode is sponsored by Hims. The moment you notice something's off in the bedroom, it tends to stick with you. For me, Detective Richard Pound, it started on a Tuesday night under a ceiling fan that spun like it knew too much. The room was quiet, too quiet. Even the bedside lamp looked disappointed. Most guys sit on bedroom performance issues longer than they should, like a detective on the verge of retirement nursing a cold coffee in a case file labeled, uh-oh. But Hims makes it simple to actually do something about it with real treatment options, 100% online. Hims connects you with licensed healthcare providers online, giving you simple access to legitimate ED treatment options from home. No awkward appointments, no pharmacy lines, no trench coat required. Though frankly, it helps the mood. Just complete a simple online intake and a provider reviews your information to determine if your treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your treatment ships directly to your door in discreet packaging. That includes sildenafil, also known as generic for Viagra, available through Hims at up to 95% less than the brand name version. And if that option isn't right for you, there are additional treatment options available, so you can find what works best for your body. I love Hims because it's discreet and convenient. No trips to the pharmacy and no endless drives to a hideous doctor's office during rush hour. With Hims, it's always straightforward, transparent, and designed to make getting care feel easy. To get simple online access to personalized, affordable care for ED, hair loss, and more, visit hims.com/bald. That's HIMS.com/bald. hims.com/bald. Not available in all 50 states. Prescription required. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information. Sildenafil is the generic version of Viagra. Viagra is a registered trademark of Viatris Specialty LLC. Hims is not affiliated with or endorsed by Viatris.
Today's episode of Bald and the Beautiful is brought to you by Squarespace, or as they call it in Italy, Squarespace. Okay, maybe that's not what they call it, but maybe you're somebody who's going to teach Italian. Maybe you're wanting to give Italian lessons. Okay, so let's think about this. What if I want to go on Squarespace or Squarespace, and what if you want to provide a course of Italian speaking classes Italian language classes for travelers, or brush up classes, or one-on-one. Let's say you are a service provider with knowledge in beadwork. Let's say you're a yoga instructor. There's so many let's says, but let's say you, a person right now, want to take something that you love to do and take it from a passion project to maybe a little power side hustle. I think for you, Squarespace is the way to go. What I love about Squarespace is this. Even though I think of myself as a drag queen, I think of myself as a visual person, I get very stressed out when it comes to making design decisions. I'm good at saying yes, no, but sometimes I just need a first draft to start with. And what I love about the design process over at Squarespace is, even if you've never done a website before, you can use one of their templates, swap in some of your gorgeous high quality photos that you can take on your phone or whatever, and you can get a fabulous website up and going on your own with no prior experience. And let me tell you, I've worked with companies that are webmasters or like build your websites before. I've worked with individuals, I've worked with firms, and I'm going to tell you this. The problem with having somebody else in control of all of that is anytime you want to make a change to it, you're at the mercy of whenever they get around to it and hoping they do it the way you want it. And with Squarespace, with its design intelligence and the way you can, build in your email campaigns, the way you can do donations, the way you can do courses and upload content that people can access, you are just so much more in control. And especially at the beginning of your business, where day to day, week to week, you're still learning what it is you're doing. It's going to be so much easier for you to put the keys in the car and adjust the way everything is day to day if you need to, Let's say you're a makeup artist and wedding season is starting. You can, let's say, update with your freshest brides you've done the hair and makeup on and put it on your website literally the week after the wedding, Head over to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go over to squarespace.com/ball to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Go over to squarespace.com/ball to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Squarespace! It was your house in Lady Dynamite. Was it your real house?
No.
Is
No.
it? I guess it's your
It was
amazing
not that
performance
nice.
that I believed it was your house.
Yes, it was my performance that led to your belief.
Well, do you know that reality stars now? I've heard that the Kardashian people have a house they move into while filming. That's not their house.
I bet.
What kind of reality is that?
Well, it makes sense because otherwise, if you have people watching the show who are obsessed, I would think they would know. Yeah, they would know where everything is. Yeah.
Yeah, because you're like,
Kinda
we're on
creepy.
TV being like, this is my shoe closet, and someone's at home like,
Mm-hmm.
like backdoor window, great.
Yep.
Oh, she works during the day, perfect.
Right.
You're kind of giving people instructions on how to rob you.
Yeah.
We don't want that to happen to you.
No, I don't want. I don't think I don't have anything to rob. There's nothing.
They could take Scott.
Well, we're divorced.
Oh, okay, perfect. Well, and I
Anybody out there who's looking for a hot guy in his 60s, he's available. He's up there in altitude. He's up in our old house. We were in the fires, so our house got slightly singed, and then it was also saved by Trump supporters, garden hoses and super soakers. And so he's
that's the only guns I support.
Right.
It's the water guns.
The water guns.
The right to bear arms, the water guns.
But we will love each other and are dear friends and all that stuff. But
that's what I feel that way. People always think I'm crazy because I always say if I died tomorrow, everybody I've been in a relationship with would be in like the front row.
Yes.
I just really feel like the Venn diagram of the things I love about you is still so intact.
Yes.
And the romance part, people just, I never relate when people are like, my ex I don't speak to, etc. I just have I hope it's healthy, but I always feel connected to them.
Well, and it's like
a sibling. You become like a sibling.
Yeah,
almost.
and it's family
It's
at a certain
family.
point. Like after, we were together 11 years. It's and you know the person on day 2 of dating them. You know them. You kind of get the sense of who they are. And I think both of us made the mistake of thinking, I'm going to change you. And then instead we both doubled down.
Oh, good. Kind of has a different outcome.
Because he's from Philadelphia and I'm from Minnesota, which are just two very different cultures. He's like, you got to, toughen up and figure out that, give the finger to people, while you're driving a car. And I'm like, no, everyone's our friend.
Are you kidding? I'm afraid to even look at other drivers.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
I'm afraid to look at other drivers. I was driving yesterday and I had makeup on because I was going to a rehearsal. Girl, I had to do we had to do a rehearsal where I had to wear costumes and the wigs. And for me, wearing the wigs with the costume with the body on with no makeup is so humiliating. So I was like, I know I sound crazy, but I'm going to put makeup on to go to the rehearsal because I don't know. So I'm driving with just the makeup on.
Which is
like a
also some strong makeup.
Chinese opera Uber driver. And I feel cars kind of like, I don't know if they're looking, but I can tell you I'm not looking back. So I'm just like, because I can feel, from the side that the makeup is so
it's
Pinocchio.
It's serious.
Carved.
Yeah,
so I was like, they are probably gonna.
It's beautifully done. May I say?
Do you do your own glam?
Oh yes,
you do.
I know. I'm not.
You are. You're so beautiful, and I loved. I think it was like 2 specials ago. You had like a pink streak in your hair.
Yes.
Did you do that for fun?
Yes, of course.
Love whimsy.
Okay.
Was it clipped or was it real?
No, it's real.
That's
real.
great.
And
Feels good.
I don't. As I'm aging natural. As I old, I'm just rolling into it. Like I'm not doing any of the injections or the. Just because I just think if it's going to be hard to age anyways, let's just go, balls to the wall right into it. Like,
do you know Kristen Shaw?
I don't. I know her from work.
She came on the pod and she said, I'm just naturally letting my face hit my collarbones, and that like killed us. Absolutely killed us. I don't know. I really like. I always asked comics when they do special stuff. I always wonder if there's a glam team or if there's a lot of fussing. And I'm just thinking I've seen all your specials and you've had so many hair journeys. You used to have like a short, really blonde, like news hair.
Yeah, news hair.
Kind of fun.
Yeah, no, listen.
Sassy and wild.
I'm ready to try anything. And yeah, there's somehow because of OCD, I'll get this feeling that I'm dirty and unattractive no matter what I do. And so hair is part of that where I go, I'll change it with my hair and I won't feel dirty. I won't feel wrong.
Right.
And I shaved my head and I was bald for probably 3 years.
Wait a minute. How did I not know this?
Yeah.
This really is the bald and the beautiful.
Right? I know. I was so glad because I was like, oh my gosh.
Was it for fashion or was it?
It was when I was starting doing comedy in Minneapolis. I was in 2022 and I was going through a treatment program for eating disorder and depression and all that stuff. And I was just like, I just felt like I just wanted to cut it all off, get it all off. Partially too, because being bald as a woman really is a protective device.
Yeah.
Like nobody bugs you. Like they either think you're gay, you're ill, or you're pissed. And you really are.
Maybe all three.
All three.
Why not both? I do think it communicates a certain amount of, I think if you ultimately, I've never been a woman. I bet I play one on TV.
I don't know about that.
But I think if I really wanted men to leave me the fuck alone on public transit, I would think a shaved head maybe adds just another shell of like, another % of people might not fucking stare at you or bother you.
It was so helpful. Like because what happens in stand-up, I think in the beginning is, and I know it still happens, where guys will kind of go, I had a couple of ideas for you. I wanted to comment on your act. When you start, and it's like,
especially for the girls.
Yeah, nobody comes up to you.
I'm gonna shut that down. I'm bald, and I'm about to go up there and do my thing. So, were you doing stand-up bald?
Oh yeah.
Love.
And I have there's pictures of it on Instagram of me in my bald state, and I had headshots. I was very beautiful as a bald person, and I also busked for change on the streets of Minneapolis while playing the violin. While bald, I didn't look good because sometimes I got pretty good big donations from people. Like people are like, is everything okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm living in a women's co-op.
No, I believe it. I always see that every time Katya comes out of rehab, her booking fee doubles. Like really, it's like people are like, take all the time you need.
Right.
You know what? We're going to send you a little more money. Don't even come to the show.
Yeah.
Just sit on. Do you want to borrow my Peacock subscription?
Oh.
Like people.
How is she on a journey of recovery sort of thing?
She right now she just got out of the hospital from a surgery.
Oh shit.
But as you know, recovery, not a straight line.
Yes.
So we joke because she and I
No.
live it together.
No, of course.
You know,
no,
so we have
we're
to.
all on a fantastic journey. I tour with my dear friend Jackie Cation, who is
Right.
from South Milwaukee.
Yes, I do know this. She's not open for you. She's toured with you
Forever.
forever.
Well, she is ride or die. She is, when I started touring, I was put as a headliner and did not have any headline experience.
Oh,
I
good.
did not have, I had maybe 25 minutes. And
Just you had head shave experience.
Yeah, I had headshot experience where I was like,
Yeah.
I look cute. Anybody want me? In a mall improv. And
So
yes.
what's with the comedy clubs in the malls?
Oh, it's so gross.
I have been to those and I'm like, well, you see fans like lined up next to the Orange Julius and you're like, we're in the mall. We're doing shows in the mall. I guess it's fine.
It's totally fine. I'm grateful that the clubs are there. What I have some terrible memories of what happened, like my first 5 to 10 years of doing stand-up, where I was doing those shows, and because there was pre-internet, people didn't know what they're coming to see. So I would do so badly, and that's where heckling comes in, where people are like, I have 2 drinks in, and now I'm trapped here for 45 minutes. So my friend Jackie would tour with me. If I was doing really badly during the week, she'd switch places and she'd headline.
That's
Because
nice.
she's so powerful and an incredible stand-up. Please check out her special. It's on YouTube called Altercation. It just got one of the top 5 New York Times specials of the year.
Wow.
She's fantastic, and a lot of South Milwaukee talk.
I do think there's a lot of partnership because Katya and I, when we would tour together, when you have that level of trust and like interior eye communication, she and I would always joke that it was like kind of like the substance that only one of us could be like into the show that night at once. So we'd have to kind of walk in and read the room and pick which one of us was going to be like, come on, girl, we got this. Because one of us would be like, walk up and be like, I need you to lead the ship tonight.
Yeah.
You have to drag me with you. I'm the dead weight today. And we would kind of trade off. But honestly, we would rarely have, it's a little bit like a relationship where when there's crisis, when one of you's in crisis, the other one becomes Superman.
Yeah. Totally.
If one of us was like, today's just not the day for the show, the other one would be like, girl, we're going to go out there, girl. And we're going to give them what they want. You know, you have to like.
Jackie was with me in Erie, Pennsylvania, and I was headlining, and the main part of the audience was retirement from the Navy of an old man in his 60s. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, I do so poorly. I get off the stage, tears just start streaming down my face. And Jackie's like, get her some chicken wings. Get her some chicken wings.
Get her the chicken tendies. She needs the chicken. Although shout out to the comedy club food one time.
Right.
I used to work at Hamburger Mary's and there was nothing like having a kind of good show and making a little money and be like,
oh yeah,
let's go for those Southwest egg rolls.
Oh yeah,
you know
man.
what I mean?
Yeah,
Get me the
oh,
Britney
God.
Spears fried pickles. Bring them in here. You know what I mean? Bring me a little ramekin of ranch or whatever. You know, like let's do it.
I had recently in San Diego at a place called The Mic Drop. What were they called? They were called French dip nachos. Like what? Why? Why are we combining everything?
Stop
and
ruining it.
But also delicious. I'm not against it.
Oh,
I did.
Last night I went to this place called La Vita Cantina, which is across from the Scientology Celebrity Center.
Oh.
It's next to UCB.
Oh yeah.
Over in Franklin Village.
Oh, okay.
And they have a taco that is Korean popcorn, vegan Korean popcorn chicken in the form of a taco. And I was like, we're doing too much. This is crazy. It was amazing.
It's amazing. Oh.
So sometimes I'm just I'm a food fearful person.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Because all my meals growing up were made by like my mom and the school cafeteria lady.
Yeah.
So I'm not like a traveled palate.
I love the school cafeteria food. I still think about that.
I think about it.
Yeah.
I think about
the square,
pizza.
the rectangle of pizza.
Huge pizza.
Yeah.
A pizza this big.
Yeah. So good.
I also think about the breakfast. Our school had breakfast.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. And we were poor, so I got free breakfast.
Nice.
French toast sticks.
Oh.
In the morning?
That's nice.
You think my mother was going to make me those?
No, my
She's
mom
like, the
wouldn't.
milk's in the fridge, ho.
I tried to tell my mom how to make grilled cheese the way the lunch ladies told me to make it. I was like, here, Mom, you get this thing called Crisco. You get white bread. You get Velveeta cheese. You put, Crisco on all sides. You put it in a pan. And my mom's like, honey, I'm not going to make that for you. That's gross. And I was like, anyways, but there's a reason lunch food, it's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good is because it's not really food.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. These days, we talk about mental health more openly, which is great, but that doesn't mean asking for help is easy. It can still be awkward, like trying to explain to your family why you're quitting drag to open a cabbage core restaurant in Echo Park. BetterHelp's latest research confirms it. Their 2026 State of Stigma report surveyed 2,000 Americans and revealed that 85% of Americans believe getting support is wise, yet 74% say society discourages people from doing so. That gap is real. We'll tell a friend you should absolutely try therapy. Then when it's our turn, we say, no, I'm fine. I'll just stare at the ceiling until sleep whisks me away from this daily morass of banality. Listen, people, stigmas suck. There are little goblins in society's attic whispering little nothings in your ear like, don't ask for help, you weak, mildew-scented scoundrel. BetterHelp makes getting started easier. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, serving over 6 million people globally. Live sessions average 4.9 out of 5 based on over 1.7 million client reviews, and therapists are fully licensed in the US and follow a strict code of conduct. You answer a short questionnaire, and then BetterHelp does the matching work. If it's not the right fit, you can switch therapists anytime from tailored recommendations. Take it from me. I stopped letting stigma drive the bus of my life and finally got off to see a great therapist. You too can experience the benefits of therapy. All you have to do is visit BetterHelp today to get started. Don't let stigma stand in the way of support. Start therapy with BetterHelp. Sign up and get 10% off at betterhelp.com/bald. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/bald.
I have a question because
Yes,
I've been
please.
following you for so long and I'm such a mega super fan and supporter and lover. You know how people, Chapel Roan, the artist?
Yes.
People call her, she used to say, I'm your favorite artist. And it
Yes.
reminded me of something that Colbert has said about you, and so many comedians have said that Maria's comedian's favorite comedian. I know that's like crazy.
No, that's so
flattering.
So
I don't mean
kind.
to dump it on you like a dump truck.
No, that's very kind.
But how nice.
So nice. And my level of whatever it is of success, or I am just, hits the spot. That's all I want. I don't.
Katya feels the same way. She always talks about how she's like, I get to have the experience of like having fans or traveling. She's like, but I can still like go to the airport.
Yeah, and the people who know you for a specific thing, like that's actually quite vulnerable.
Yes.
So that the people who come up and talk to you are very nice. It isn't sort of like, I know you from this one show and I gotta go. It's like, because I remember I did Target commercials and it was just like, oh no, I don't want all these people to like me.
But it's not like, but I will say this, it's not like, okay, let's say you're in like a Batman movie.
Right.
Someone might love Robert Pattinson, what they really love is Batman. Not that they don't love Robert Pattinson.
No.
But it's not like people were like, oh, I hate to bother you. Love Target.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's not like you were in a Marvel franchise. It's like, love Target. The deals. Oh my God, the impulse aisle.
But it was weird because it had so much emotional weight behind it because people would be like, I shop just like her. And I'm like, oh no, she's sad. It's a super miserable character that
she's
has
not aspirational.
There's no friends, if you notice. And who is she buying gifts for? It's never mentioned who she's buying gifts for because there's no one in her life.
Did you feel seen by Kristen Wiig's Target lady?
Oh,
she probably gets that experience.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, and I haven't been able to, nor have I been asked, but to do advertisements because I don't trust myself to not shit talk products.
Right. Well, oh my God, that's like, I literally watched Worst Cooks for you.
Oh, stop.
You got me turning on shows that I didn't even know existed.
The
name says what it is.
It is, and it was it was very
LaToya,
and of course she's gonna win. That fucking she is just a monster. I mean, there's people say what you say about child abuse, but it really
creates a great chef.
People hit their marks,
Right.
I mean, that woman was on point. She was like, she looks like she has the body of an 11-year-old girl.
Right.
And then just stayed, upright, making jokes, being pleasant all day while eating pieces of candy. And that's all she was running on.
That's aspirational.
Yeah. I was just like, in a definite whatever shadow of Miss Jackson, I was beneath a table, lying down between takes.
Can I tell you, everything I love to cook. Anything about cooking, a camera for me would make me feel like the tension is up here. Even if I am cooking a grilled cheese I don't even like, if I make a new recipe, I don't even like my boyfriend to be around. I'm like, I will mess this up. Don't look at me.
Well, what was so fucked up about Worst Cooks, a show nobody watches, is that people were really trying. They were really cooking. So like people were really hustling and doing a great job at cooking. I'm like, no, isn't this supposed to be hilarious?
It looks hard.
No. It's hard. It's like we're all working in I mean, I've worked in restaurants. It was like a 12-hour shift.
What they don't tell you is there's a dining room next door.
Yeah.
They're selling that food. It's
that's the worst part.
You've been working at the
cannot take your food home. The shit that you made, I said, can I bring this home to my hotel room so I can share it with my husband? They said, no, we can't let that offset.
Why?
I don't know. Of course, I did bring it home. I shoved it in my coat, and I said, never mind. And I ran out of there.
You made it. Who's in control of its destiny but you? You made it.
I think it's just like it was one of those bananas show business things where they're like, no, you can't speak of what happens on set. Like, no, but like nobody cares.
Wasn't it? It was in 20%, I think. It was in one of your
yes,
specials.
Yeah.
I appreciate your explicitness about that because it is a show where when I watched it, I was like, this must be bananas.
Well, and it's non-union, so there's no one thing which I didn't realize, they weren't going to give you an 8-hour turnaround between, so you do like a 14-hour day, and then they go, you're coming back in 4 hours.
That was like, I mean, that's like Drag Race.
Yeah.
It's just, I'm not saying they're not respectful of our time, but they are trying to do so much in one day.
And I think there's a level of
like going to bed at like midnight from a set and being like, all right, the band's coming at 7. You're like, what?
No. I think that is it's the alcoholic part, I think, of show business, where it's like, you gotta be, that's how it's always been done. And it's like, people die because of that. People who are not getting enough sleep, who are, mentally, not totally there.
It's like one of the worst things to do for your mental health, your body health, everything. It's so corny. The amount of time it took in my life to realize that if you don't have 8 hours of sleep, you have nothing.
Yeah.
You have nothing.
Yeah. And it's, if I ever were and I was in charge of my own show, but I couldn't seem to get any traction on. The one thing I was able to, I got a 12-hour turnaround for myself,
nice.
but not for anybody else. And that was
2 seasons, right?
2 seasons.
I loved that program.
Yeah.
Katya and I watched it when it came out, obviously, because we love you. And it really was like, I'd never seen anything like it and still haven't.
Oh, yeah. This is good. Yeah, so
and you
bizarre.
Had Mo Collins.
I love Mo.
Love. What a beauty.
Yeah, she's incredible. She's, and such a kind, lovely person. Yeah, everyone who was on there was just so sweet and so kind. And they made it really, they did the best that they could to try to, because I sleep like 12 hours. Like I sleep because I'm on antipsychotics. And if you are on antipsychotics, you know that you can't wake up before 10 a.m., And so what they would do is, I'd just kind of roll out of bed and be brought to set. And then I'd wake up a little bit while acting. And then...
Can we do my scenes where I'm in bed?
Yeah.
Sleeping early.
And they set up a tent where I could go in between takes and just...
Like depressurize.
Genuinely fall completely asleep in between takes. And but they have the same pressure thing, which I just think, I know it's all about money, but it all seems like to be a made up pressure. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. That when you're young, you mutually feel like, I'm 36, but when I first moved out like 10 years ago, like anything like that, so much of it for me was genuinely powered by like adrenaline and like not wanting to let anybody down and all that. And then you do reach a point where you just start to shuffle your priorities and go like, if I don't say it, that's too much for me. No one else is going to say it.
No
and I
one.
also can't sit there and blame people who make money off for me. You can't blame people who make money off you for how they schedule you.
Yeah, no.
It is up to you.
It's up to me. Like
Yeah.
I am the head of my own business, and it's no one else is to blame except myself. And so I definitely have learned
to do the
that.
9 a.m. stand-up shows.
Yeah, I love it. 9 a.m. is so perfect. I have the show done, and I give out I give out donuts, and they're not really free because people have to pay to get into the show. Although
So
no one
it
is
sounds like you
turned
work
away.
at a donut shop.
I do kind of work at a donut.
Okay. There's no jokes, and you mostly just make coffee and sell
I
donuts.
sell donuts,
Yeah.
and it's it's what I do with the rest of my family. So, but yeah, like I get to design my own business and how it works, and sometimes that means I miss out on stuff. Like I go, God, I wish I had the strength to do write, direct, produce my own series or something. I don't have it.
I think that there's also like peace and acceptance of like I have like an autoimmune arthritis, and when that started, I had to just go like, well, I either can like try to do what I used to do and be constantly disappointed that I can't do what I used to do, or I can try to really like be a little bit radical and be like, this is what I can do.
Yeah.
And then it becomes about quality over quantity.
Yes, yeah.
And I do think you find yourself out of necessity really dumping yourself into things that like you really want.
Yes.
Or pay the best, or both.
Both. Yeah, that it has to. And
It's like, is it going to be fun? Is it going to fulfill me? Is it going to be good money? Ideally, all three.
And I mean, I'm always willing to do something else for a living too, for myself. Like I go, if it came down to like, I couldn't do what I enjoy doing, like I have other skills. I've trained to be a 988 operator for the suicide hotline.
Prevention hotline.
Yeah. So,
your fans are going to start calling, hoping
Right.
they'll get you. Is this Maria? No, click.
Who dis?
Hello, this is Maria.
Hi.
Although sometimes I bet they have fake names, and I only think that because in the movie Scream 3, Nev Campbell, Sydney, have you ever watched a Scream movie?
I have not. It's too scary.
That's how they get you, and they don't tell you that in the name. Scream. You think it's about Scream for joy? It's a fear. It's a fear experience.
It's scary.
She works on a women's crisis line remote, and she has a fake name. And I always think you probably do have a fake name if you work those lines.
Oh yeah. I mean,
for anonymous reasons, right? Because what if someone's like, "Is this Gerald?" Most
people aren't curious. They don't even need to know your name. They just want to talk to somebody, and a lot of times people aren't even in a state of suicidality. They're just sort of like want to talk.
They're
Just
stuck
want
in
to chit
traffic.
chat. Yeah, no, or not stuck in traffic, but like some shit's happening, somebody. There's been a breakup, and they just feel depressed, and and just want somebody to listen. So I could do that for $25 an hour.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Maybe you could transition to something. I know you're obsessed with dogs. We have a dog in the studio today, and I almost saw you throw yourself to the floor with the dog.
I did. I threw myself to the floor. Now, the dog had great boundaries, which corgis are like that. They say, yeah, I'm okay. Okay. I lived with a corgi at one point. Scout. Shout out to Scout, who I'm sure has crossed the Rainbow Bridge. Right? Scout would pee on my bed occasionally.
Oh, God.
Where I lived. And
that's kind of
more power to her. That's what was her kink. And
good morning.
Good morning. I do love doggies, and
maybe you can get you in some kind of, if you ever want to quit comedy, maybe you could do some kind of dog rescuing.
Dog rescuing.
Kind of emotionally draining, I guess.
Yeah, dog rescue people. I've been with a dog who's needs training. Like I had a dog for about a week and a half that bit 11 people during that week. And
just in a week?
Yeah, just in the week. And the people from the rescue, they were like, hey, here's what you do. You're the alpha, so you need to act. And I'm like, yeah, I can't. This is me.
You're the alpha.
I'm the problem. I know that it's me.
Right.
But I am never going to have that sense that animals or kids or people need that everything's going to be okay. Like that is not my vibe at all.
You can offer a lot, but maybe not that.
Not that. So I gave Parsnip back to her rescue organization just because I was just like, she drew blood on a couple of people.
Gosh,
she found another home.
Do you like birds?
I do love birds.
I love birds, and I'm right now I'm stuck in it between either rescuing a bird or getting a hatched bird, and there's pros and cons to both, right? Of course, you want to rescue birds, live for decades. You're like, I want to be part of the solution. But birds, when they have long emotional lives like that, can have like emotional problems and behavioral problems. You never know who they lived with or what happened.
Yeah, what was said.
And you want to be you're like an angel in a forever home, but you don't know.
No, you don't want to make a nightmare.
It's a lot like people in that way.
Yes. Oh my God, it's exactly like people.
It's exactly like people.
Well, yeah, somebody...
All of a sudden they live in your house and you're like, oh, this is what happened to you. It's all coming into focus.
We did affordable housing. We decided to open our home to 2 comedians who are lovely people. Unfortunately, we realized as a part of them living in our home that they were in a different part of life. Like they were still like they're
girls,
partiers. They're partiers. And
you were never like even much of a drinker, really, right?
No, I was bulimic. I kept all my business on the inside.
And also you cannot be drinking on. I don't mean this as a joke. You can't be drinking on an empty stomach. I don't think you can be drinking on a bulimic stomach.
No, and that probably would have been a great idea.
You won't get sick.
Yeah, and I didn't. For some reason, it never appealed to me, booze. When I hit 45, then I was like, you know what? I think I will get my cocktail on. And
apple teenies.
But
sometimes it makes you feel fancy.
Yeah, it's not good with my meds because it's just a direct I'm going to feel terrible the next day.
And if you already have issues with if your med side effects or anything like drowsiness, the alcohol
so
can triple down on that.
So stupid.
It's bad. You're fighting to stay awake at the Applebee's at the happy hour.
So dumb. What?
Yeah.
Oh, when I got out of the hospital, my friends were just like, Maria, what? I'd have my head first until a pizza.
Yeah. Wake up, girl. Because you are food motivated a little bit, right?
I love food.
Absolutely.
And I'm not a foodie in that I have a friend.
It's not about quality.
It's not about quality. I could give a shit.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's Katya.
You got that at the dollar store? What's the date on that shit? I'll try some CBD meat.
Katya is very food motivated. I love snacks, but my dressing room, my rider, what do they call it, the rider?
Oh yeah,
is for me it's harm reduction because it's I'm gonna eat,
right?
So we have to try to have the low sugar candy or the fruit or the nuts, whatever.
Okay.
Katya, grocery store cookies, milkshakes, candy. I've been on set with her where she's like, can a PA go down to the 7-Eleven and get me 3 Twix? She lives large. She doesn't wait for tomorrow. She did just have she just have a surgery. So maybe don't eat exactly like her. But I'm just saying sometimes the snack food that isn't great is just what gets. Do you like Taco Bell?
No.
Okay.
I have some dear friends who that was our thing during the quarantine was watch Fast and Furious movies to see what they were about and get Taco Bell. And I was a comrade. I worked with the group because I wanted to. I didn't want to be difficult, but I did not see the beauty in it. It was not good.
It's not an all the time thing.
Mm-hmm,
and I'm a vegetarian, so I think for me the magic of McDonald's is lost because I think the magic of McDonald's is probably the burger, chicken nuggets or something.
The fries, which are in beef tallow, that's why they're good. It's the hooves of your best friends.
Yeah, and do you eat meat?
Yes, I do.
How do you reconcile with that? One time I presented at a dog fundraiser. I presented at a dog fundraiser and I was I'm happy to be here at this dog fundraiser. Love animals. By the way, how's
happy to
the
be
chicken
here.
or fish? Like, you're all here eating animals, which I know I'm not the police of that, but it is kind of funny because it's just like light speciesism of like, I would never do that, but if you have a pet chicken, I might eat that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I tried.
I'm not shaming you.
No, I know. No. I'm shaming me.
I'm just a better person.
I know, exactly, right? This is one thing I think I have. Sometimes I have a very vegan friend who their whole family is vegan.
See, that
4
sounds
kids,
annoying.
vegan. Well, when they got married, the whole wedding was vegan, all good, but also they had no alcohol and there wasn't enough food. Like there wasn't where it's like somebody believes that, that everyone should have tiny portions. Like, I don't know, somebody has this weird eating disordered belief that everyone's fine with a leaf of lettuce, right? We're just all living in our core and breathing in and out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I gotta have some kind of, like, give me a cube of cheese if I'm,
Sometimes you go somewhere like that and you don't eat because you think it's going to be a food event. And when it's not a food event, you do have like a simmering sense of panic.
Yeah.
Of like,
oh God,
do I Uber Eats food to somewhere that I'm at?
I now always bring power bars to weddings because
you won't be
you
caught.
do. Yeah, I will not be caught. I don't know what's happening when people. Whenever I do parties, I've been divorced for a few months now, and so I'm in an apartment. I'm in a lady's apartment, and I haven't had any parties recently, but I can't wait till I do again.
Have a rager.
I love parties. I love it. I love inviting punch people over, and I love the randos when it's like, oh my God, the mailman showed up in his outfit. It's Floyd.
He had mail. He was delivering mail.
mail.
He wasn't at your party.
He came. He had a full bottle of wine. He had already cracked.
Right.
He's like, so
you know what? I always
great.
think if I bring booze to something and no one touches it, I always think, can I take it home?
Yes, of course you
I kind
can.
of think you can,
yes,
right? If it's like the end of the night and everyone's trickled and no one uncorked that, I'm just like,
no, yeah, of course. Yeah.
You wanted it or you don't want it.
Yeah.
No one opened it.
No.
I will say too, when you're having a party that's, because you're not a drinker, if you're having a party that's not revolving around alcohol, you do have to actually think about what happens when people get here. What are we going to do? I guess we're going to watch all the Fast and the Furiouses.
Yeah.
You know the thing about that, they all have slightly different names. It's like the Fast and the Furious.
Yeah.
Fast and the Furious.
Fast. Yeah.
Or Too Fast, Too Furious. Still fasting and furious. Like they're all different.
We're on a fast.
Yeah, they're
and
all
we're
different.
furious.
It's just all driving, right? I've never seen those movies.
They are abominable. The first one's fantastic. It makes sense as a whole film.
With what's his name? Paul Walker.
Paul
So
Walker.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel.
Maybe I have. Wait,
Vin Diesel is
Angelina Jolie in
actually
it?
acting. No. I don't remember the name of the actress,
feels
but
like
she's
a Michelle Rodriguez vehicle.
yes, that's
Is
who's
she
in
in
it.
it?
Yes, she's in it, and she's great. Then the rest of them have no relation to any of the others, except for the fact that Paul Walker dies, and then they have a digital version of Paul Walker.
No, they don't.
Yes.
Which will be your next special.
In like passing, like him zooming away in a car, or going, "Hey, I got to get back to my kids,"
Just don't use them.
yeah.
The audience knows he's dead. It feels weird, right?
No. This is the most sentimental movie. It's all about family, so everybody in the family is always there. So they always mention family. Everyone's always wearing a cross. There's never a mention of what
Denomination.
diocese. Yeah. What's anyone's practicing. Like no one's going into a church, but yeah, there's a cross heavily depicted and everything. And then there's
It's a family movie. It's a Christian family
it's
movie.
Christian family, and then always there's something about science that's not wouldn't work. Like a car is driving up a building, straight up a building in Dubai. And someone will mention it and will go, God, this seems like this wouldn't work in physics. And then will say, yeah, that's because you don't have faith. So it's kind of this religiosity as well.
If you believe in Jesus, your car will drive up. That's interesting. You know what? Now that I say, was the one of them called Tokyo Drift?
Yes.
Okay, I've seen that.
Yeah.
I remember this scene where I think the premise, okay, it's all coming back to me now. This came out when I was in high school. And I had all heterosexual cousins. So like I feel like Fast and the Furious movies really hit the heterosexual community in a major way.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
I think gay people waited for video. Like we're not like clamoring.
No need.
And I feel like I remember this scene where he's trying to race in a parking garage and he's crashing into everything because he hasn't learned to drift.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
He like hasn't learned to like hit the brake and skid. And the whole movie is him learning to skid.
He's whipping shitties is what he is.
He's whipping shitties. But I guess the cars are cool. I mean, listen, driving in Los Angeles doesn't make me want to go home and watch that. I fight for my life on these streets, Maria.
Well, and I feel so bad for everybody who lives in the Fast and Furious neighborhood, which is an actual neighborhood in East Side LA where people go
to drive crazy.
Crazy.
You're lying.
Yes. It's like this hillside neighborhood, which is, I mean, it's probably being gentrified, but it's mostly Latino.
Sure.
And I'm so sorry that
now you've told people where to go.
Right. What am I doing? I'm so sorry.
I will say too, you know what? I never want to do that, but have you ever seen the movie Grease?
Yes.
There's a part where they street race, and I think they're street racing in the LA River, but I don't know if they are.
Yes,
they are.
Yes, of course.
Whenever I drive through the LA River, which as you know is a pea stream.
Yeah, and it's filled with people's homes. It's a neighborhood. People are living down there.
It's not a river.
Wonderful
it's a neighborhood.
Built houses, a house on the river that
built
they've made out of.
Yeah. With TVs and studs and like
TVs.
Like Oriental rugs and stuff.
Yeah. No, it's
But I always want to go down there and drive like Grease.
Yeah.
Do you drive?
I do. Yeah, I mean I do.
Do you have a license?
Yes.
That's good. You're good at both. But maybe you and I could do it on some there, and we could get somebody to have one of those things that wave it, and then
a hot twink, as you say, a hot twink, going like this with the flag with like very tight short shorts on. That's what the ladies do. Is they all have a tight short,
with like the midriff,
and they go, oh.
Maybe you could date a twink next. You probably have. You must have picked up early that gays just loved you.
I haven't had. Well,
you don't think?
I know. I'm so greedy. I have no idea.
They love you.
I always assume it's people who have had mental health challenges is my fan base, or their friends or family who are like, yeah, she loves you. I had to drive because she's on meds. She's on a new med.
She loves you, so I'm here. And she loves you though.
She just got out.
I think gays love you.
Oh, that's so kind.
I think they do.
It.
Am I right? I'm right.
Well,
we're
nice,
gay.
Nice.
Maybe you could do. You never done a pride or like a grand marshal of a pride parade?
I have not, but I'm totally down.
Get you with the pug.
Oh shit! Get the pug. Yeah,
do you still have a pug?
I do. We have shared custody of an old a pug named Max. Max is 16 years old. He's very old, and then we have a tiny pug Chihuahua, who is kind of a supermodel, and she's about 6 years old, and she's just so cute. And I don't mean to say she's cuter than someone in this room.
It's not a competition.
Right? It isn't. We're all flowers in a beautiful garden. And so her name is Muffin, and she's going to the Fashion Institute of Technology in the fall because she likes to wear a harness off the shoulder. And that's what she does.
How did you was it conscious to kind of like gravitate toward pugs, or how did you pick pugs?
I took a quiz online where they say, what kind of breed do you think?
Did you really?
They said, what's your energy level? And I was like, low.
Love it.
And what?
Do you like snorting sounds?
Yeah. Yes. Do you like really affectionate dogs? I was like, yes. Like, I don't want a chow where I have to be concerned. Are they into me today?
Me? Yeah.
Like,
are they mad at me?
Right.
Yeah.
No, I want to know that dog is into me. Like,
you come home. I love pugs that you come home and the freaking out.
I
can't breathe.
Snuffling directly into your face, like going face to face breathing at night, like.
And the facial expression of fixed, like, what would you call that? Worry, surprise.
Worry, surprise. Yeah, no, and I know there's something about the breeding that's wrong. Of course, it's not. They're designing these dogs to look a certain way,
right? And
that is pleasing.
That's like the Frenchies, aren't the Frenchies? They have problems.
No.
I think they have problems with pregnancy.
Brachiocephalic. Their esophagus collapses at a certain point. Sometimes, it's not good. And yet, am I doing anything wrong by rescuing a pug who's older already? Because we only get older pugs.
Yeah, it's hard because my friend Lisa, she has a bunch of dogs and she like only rescues basically.
Nice.
So it's like she always is, if you're always saving dogs and they're older, have health problems, etc., you are always going to have dogs that are not, perfect bill of health and a long life ahead of them.
Well, because it's so... I totally understand when people... I mean, it's really sad when people have to give up animals, but I don't know, but it's extremely expensive in Los Angeles. And there's also a lot of shame. You go into the vet and they go, well, we've looked at your 17-year-old cat and it's going to be $40,000 to do exploratory surgery.
Right.
And it's like, what? Like in the Midwest, the nice thing about the Midwest is people are like, yeah, no, we're just letting the cat go. As I would say for myself, don't spend $40,000 on me. Unplug me.
We had pets my whole life, and this is not good. We never went to a vet. Dogs and I'm from the country.
Yeah,
cats just go in the woods and die.
Yeah,
you don't even find out they're sick.
Yeah,
your dog just dies.
And it's I don't want to say.
That's not ideal.
Whose lady was Christy Nome who shot her dog that she didn't like?
She did.
I'm not that.
And
but
you think we should all do that?
No, that is not what I'm saying. But there is some happy medium of like, don't hurt yourself, and also animals. If you're going to put them through a ton of stress, isolation, just like human beings, I don't want to be in a hospital the last 2 months of my life with like a thing in my mouth going, I guess I'm alive still. Like
Katya.
It always comes back to her. And how is she doing? Is that why she's out? Because she
just had a emergency medical surgery.
Okay, we're not saying exactly what it is.
I don't know if she said. I'm waiting for her to spill the beans.
Okay. Oh, I love it.
It's her story, but maybe you want to give her a message of hope.
Oh, okay, Katya. Every day it gets better, or it doesn't, and at least that's something to talk about.
Maria, can people find you online and maybe see you in person?
Yes, of course. MariaBamfordComedy.com. I'm always on tour, so please come see me anytime. If you don't have the money, you can always email me, and I will get you in for free. You just got to email me at ariamayamfordbay@gmail.com. It's on all my socials, and I'm the person who answers those emails. So if I fuck up, blame me. It's me.
I used to ship my own merchandise and I had a fake name of
really?
Steve who shipped the merch. And I would come home from doing nightclubs all weekend and on Monday I'd be emailing people being like, we'll have your order out pretty soon. It was me. Shipping from my garage.
No, I ship too. No, I ship my own stuff. And then I would say it was actually me. And then if there were any problems with it, I'd say that's a part of the celebrity experience.
That's what I would say. If they got really mad, I'd be like, it's me. There is no Steve. Like I'd pull the mask up and I'd be like, I was on tour as you know.
Yeah.
I'm back now. I'll ship your order.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. Refund all your money. Yeah.
Sorry, Katya sent you a voice note.
Oh, can I play a voice note for you,
yes,
Maria? And we'll let you go.
I would love to.
You've been too kind. You've been too kind and too oh God. Okay, Maria, we have a voice note from Katya. I know that you didn't sign off on this.
Yes,
and
I did.
It might not even be to you.
Okay.
It could just be a grocery list. She's been sending me a lot of weird notes.
I'm grateful.
Hello? Oh. Hello? Excuse me? Hello? Hi. I just wanted to share that I took an adult education sociology class at a community college. And during the lunch break, I talked to a young, wonderful woman who said that her nickname in high school was Home Depot, but the M was silent, to which I replied, why? And she said, and I quote, because my pussy grips the man's dick like a fresh hot pair of pliers. Ooh, 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 ooh.
So I thought it would be like, hey, Maria, thanks for
No.
coming out.
No,
I was
and
like-
that's what I appreciate about Katya is she is constantly creating. Like that she's not going to take a break and do like this
She can't put the
cow
brush down.
chowing, saying oh hi to this. No. Just keep making content.
She's a creative.
She's a creative.
Thank you, Maria.
Thank you for having me. Thank you. Yay.